Let's go to the issue of mass action on Monday, and whether what Raila is doing will be doing on Monday with his brigadier, is it really constitutional or not? Raila is well known to be a Democrat, a person, a leader who respects the Constitution. Can we say that Raila has been pushed to the extent of not respecting the Constitution? Can we say that Raila has been pushed to the extent of not upholding to its own standards that he has set as a Democrat in the country and in the world? Because now you see, the law is very clear when it comes to public holidays. And if you go to the Public Holidays Act, Section 3, read with Section 2.2, that gives the extension of a public holiday. Remember, Public Holidays Act Section 2.2 Section 2 talks about the normal public holidays. Section 2.3, read with Section 2 gives an extension for the Cabinet Secretary of Interior to announce of any other holiday if he feels like, or if it is not in our constitution, but it's not in our calendar, but it's very necessary. So you find that opposition leader in this country, or not even in this country, or even in the country, in another country, or in a mass, or even in Tanzania, or even in Uganda, has no capacity, legal capacity whatsoever, to announce or to declare a public holiday. And if he declares any public holiday, that is unconstitutionality. And you see, we cannot allow, as Kenyans, we are not going to allow us or any other leader to take us in the streets with the unconstitutionality. It is true that people are suffering. It is true that things are very bad. It is true that even the cost of fuel is going up. It is true that even the cost of power is going up. It is true that even the cost of food is going up. But it is not good or fair or legal for any other leader that has been given the mandate to lead his members to allow members of the public to go to the streets with unconstitutionality or an illegality in the name of mass action. So we can say constitutionally, mass action of Monday is completely illegal. And Raila Odinga, as a respecter of this constitution, should stop with immediate effect to conduct this particular mass action. Or maybe he tried to exhaust all other avenues on how he can resolve to find a solution for Kenyans. Because I think where we are right now with the current economy and blood, and you see the way the dollar is going up, and everybody's suffering. I think even the State House is suffering. I think even the opposition is suffering. Everyone is suffering. So it means we have to have a sit down and forge a way forward. So I think with the issue of mass action of Monday, Kenyans have a right to demonstrate as per Article 37 of our Kenyan Constitution, the right to demonstrate, to picket. It should be done peacefully. It should not extend to another person's right. It should not create a security threat. So if it should not create a security threat, Raila Odinga should tell us what is he going to do to ensure that the mass action is completely peaceful. Because if we are demonstrating about economy, we should not interfere with other economic rights of other people who will be doing business, who have nothing, because we have service providers who will be doing their business as usual. What happens? What assurance is the opposition leader giving Kenyans that if you're going to demonstrate and something happens to you, is he taking responsibility as the opposition leader that he said that I will refund everyone whose business will be spoiled on that day? So if that one is not happening, then that one should happen. You should let us know that the people who will be doing, because remember, demonstration is a right, is a political right. You can't be forced, you can't be persuaded, you can only be instructed to go, or maybe you can only be informed, or maybe let me say you can only be persuaded to go, but you have a right to say no. So Raila Odinga should tell us when that thing will be happening on Monday. Will he be holding the constitution, or will he be violating the constitution? And it is the common knowledge that we know what will be happening. So I don't think that mass action, as much as we need it, as much as it's very important for the government, for Kenya Kwanza, for the Azimio, I don't think it is necessary, because it will cause a lot of havoc. And it's also very clear, just to note and just to mention, that 20th March we'll be having a demonstration in South Africa. We'll be having a demonstration in Nigeria. So we are having, it's like Kenyan opposition leaders have decided to do something across Africa. So the question, is it really necessary for us? I don't think I think it is not necessary, but it should be done the right way. Because what does it done to achieve? After the demonstration, what will happen? Will the cost of living come down? The answer is no. So we'll, before we finish, my people of the first estate, let me just remind you one thing, that the impact will be major. The impact will be major in terms of business. If we carry on with this particular mass action, what we know that will happen, that people will lose their jobs, in terms of people who will miss work. So if you know that your boss does not support mass action thing, don't go anywhere. Focus. Remember, you should hold on what you have, not to lose it. But should not go to the street to leave what you already have, because by that time, or by then, or by that particular act, will have worsened the constitution. So I think the impact will be much in terms of economy if we continue with what we're doing. So I think Kenyans should be very cautious. They have a right to go to demonstration. They have a right to go for the mass action. But let's think about our impact, or the action of us going to the streets. Let's have a sober discussion with Kenyans. Thank you guys for watching the street corridors. This is the place where we give you news. This is the place where we meet with you. This is the place that we give you what you don't want to hear, so that you can hear it. Tunafungia hapo. Mambo bado imechemika, hatujafunga. Tupataneni on Monday kama wewe ni Mkenya, na tena tusipatane on Monday kama bado wewe ni Mkenya. It's upon you to decide what I've said. Thank you guys.